Kumar, basically a scientist in the Department of Space. My subject is mathematics. Turned into computer science. I'll be talking to you on confidence building. Okay? Self-confidence. What qualifies me to talk on this topic is I'm a psychotherapist. Okay? And I'm also an MBA on HRD, Knowledge Management, Human Resource Development. That's my subject. I'm with the Ramakrishna Mutt for last few years, talking on many topics. Basically personality development, communication skill, mind control, mind management, self-confidence building, being better, such topics. I know from morning onwards you had time management and up to national integration. Okay, are you tired? Okay, good. What is that you want to be in your life? From childhood onwards, people will start asking you what you wanted to become, right? I will start asking you the same question, but slightly different. Write down on a paper, write your goal, G-O-A-L, goal heading. But not necessarily a single goal. You can have multiple goals. Goal 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have many goals. For taking a paper, writing on the paper, you don't have to open your... Okay, good. Let me see how good is St. Patrick's College. Write your goals. You can write goal number 1, below that number 2. Not necessarily you will reach your goal. There can be traffic jams. Okay, so you can always have alternate goals. Goal number 1, 2, 3, 4. You can write your goals. Write down next heading. You have written your goals. Very fast. You must act very fast. Goal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As much as you want. Now second, write a heading called roles. You know what's a role? What are your different roles? What are your different roles? What are your different roles? You are a student, you are a son or a daughter, you are a brother or a sister, then you are a neighbor, you are a friend, so you have different roles. Write a heading called role, write down 1, 2, 3, 4, different roles which you have, major roles. Write another heading called values, V-A-L-U-E-S, values. You know what's meant by value? You have moral values, ethical values, dharma, etc., etc. You can write different values which you have. Write down 1, 2, 3, 4, as many values as you want. Having done that, now you have written down your goals, written your roles, and also written your values. So at least you have few goals, few roles, few values with you. Now ask yourself, looking at the first goal, how good you are in achieving that goal. You have written your goal, you wanted to be this. Assume you evaluate yourself and give a marks for you. Are you 100% sure that you will reach the 60%? 80%, evaluate yourself and write a percentage in bracket next to that. Open a bracket, write how much percentage marks you have if you evaluate today for achieving your goals. For each of the goals, write down your marks. Actually, that is the confidence level which you have. You have a goal and you are writing how confident you are in achieving your goal. Now next you have got roles. You are a student. Are you 100% good student? 80%? 60%? Don't worry about the marks which you get. That's not an evaluation for yourself to know whether you are a good student or not. Evaluate yourself and write down how much mark you will get as a student. Are you 100% good daughter, 100% good son? So write down how much percentage of mark you will get as a daughter, as a son, as a friend, as an enemy. Whatever you want, in each role write down the percentage of mark you get. In each of the values, you write down how much percentage of mark you will get. You have different values, moral values. You don't have to copy it because it's your value, okay? Fine. How many of you got 100% in all? Very good boys, okay? Very good girls. So none of you are good. Or you are truthful to yourself at least. Fine. How many of you got above 80% in all of them? Raise your hand totally. 80% in all of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This many liars are there, okay? They are lying. How many of you got more than 50%? In all of them. You are cheaters, okay, good. You cannot have more than 50% in all of them. The reason is, you have a goal. And where are you now? You are in +1, +2, right? And you cannot decide how much qualification you have in achieving your goal. You can, provided your goal is too short. Your goal is only too short. You want to become a B.Tech. Yeah, everybody will become a B.Tech today. Or you want to become a BBA. Yes, everybody will become. You want to become a B.Com. Yes, that's possible. But if your aim is going to be at a higher level, then you cannot evaluate yourself with high confidence. Now another reason for you cannot have full, probably for your goal you can have, but your parents will have a different aim, will have a different goal, different expectation on you. They may think that you have to become this, and if you are a good son or a good daughter, your job is to satisfy their aim. And most of the time the parents have a different aim, you have a different aim, and that will not match. And when you reach your goal, actually you are not satisfying your parents' requirement. Therefore you will not become a good son or a good boy. Therefore sometimes you will have more score in the goal, but less score in your roles. Now you have values. You say punctuality is your value. But your friend is calling you for going for a movie. You have a role as a friend. You have another value which is called punctuality. What do you do? Either you should cut your role or cut your values. Therefore, if you see in life, most of these cannot have a high score simultaneously. Very difficult. In life, people become successful if we can balance these roles in a nice way. But each time you should evaluate yourself how confident you are in achieving your goal. You must evaluate yourself how good you are in your role. You must evaluate yourself how good you are in your values and try to balance it properly in your life. And all of us have got the capability to do much more than what we can imagine as we can do. We are much better. Our brain is much better than what we know our brain have capability. Most of the time we are much more powerful than what we think of. Therefore in life, try to have a higher goal and don't look at a lower goal. Anybody wanted to share your goals, what you have already written down? Some nice goals. What is that you have written? You want to become a chartered accountant? Yeah. How many have written such professional excellence? You wanted to become chartered accountant. You are in commerce branch? You are in commerce branch, all of you? No? MPC, maths, physics, chemistry. And you wanted to become chartered accountant. Yeah, good. Very good. So how many of you want to become BTech engineers? Yeah, written as the goal for BTech engineers. Yeah, it's very easy to become a BTech engineer. Everybody can become BTech today. So easy. Okay. That is the goal you have written. Anybody has written some exceptional goal other than professional goals? You want to become a public speaker? Okay, good. How many of you have written something different? That's a different one. Yeah. Pardon? Louder. Cricketer. Okay, fine. Then, anything else? Environmentalist. Fine. Anything else? Pardon? Okay, you want to start an NGO. Good. Yeah. Social helper. Okay, again social helper. You know, why do you want to do different jobs? Assume that, do you pray to God? Do you pray? By mistake, if God appears in front of you, you never expect, right? No? What do you ask Him? You will ask Him to come later? I have not decided what I want, you go, come back later. Will you say that? By mistake, if He appears in front of you, what do you ask? What is that you will ask to God? Raise your hand and then answer. He wants peace. How many of you want peace of mind? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. How many of you want peace of mind? You will get only peace of mind, nothing else. Anything else? Okay, fine. Pardon? Yeah, he wants salvation. You take it now itself. How many of you want salvation? Yeah, only one. Single man out. Okay. Anything else? What is that you want? What is that you want? You go to a developed country. No, He will change your citizenship. That's what they will do. That's much more easier. Yeah, poverty is our problem. That's what you think. You know, in America, 60% of the school students are dropouts. 60% of American school children are dropouts. 30% of the students must have visited prison at least once for some punishment. You know what do they pray? They wanted to be like India, a poor country. If you have more money, you will have more crimes. Okay? So let us be more poor in population. And imagine this country is not poor. If half of you, the women in India, donate half of the ornaments which they have, the gold. And if we have got a leader like Mahatma Gandhi, we can buy America totally. That much money we have. And do we call ourselves as poor people? No, there is no poverty. The people who don't work are poorer. They are not working, that's a problem. They are working, but working hard, but they are not working efficiently. You understood? No, the problem in India is not poverty. We have sufficient money, but the money is not well distributed. That's the problem. So country is rich, but who will give the money just like that? No, the people who are ready to work have always worked. We'll debate on this. Come to my community, I will debate on this, okay? On orbit. Good. Tell me. Yeah, fine, good. Good. All your requirements are wonderful. But why do you want all this? If somebody asks you what is that, you will say. Why do you want to clear all the doubts? What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? After satisfaction, what is the next level? After peace, what is the next level? After peace, what is the next level? What is the next level you have? If you become peaceful, what is next level you will get? After peaceful, what is that you should become? Somebody said it. Somebody said here. Happiness. After peace, next level is happiness. So you get satisfaction and you become happy. You are asking God, straight away He will give you happiness. Why do you want to go in the indirect way? He will give you happiness straight. Is there any person in the world who don't want to be happy? Are you really happy? Are you really happy? Yes and no. Yeah, generally at your level, I will see a lot of people unhappy when they open the book. Many people come to me and say, when I open the book, my mind goes into different places. Wonderful, your mind is working. If it is not working, will it go? So it's working, it's a good sign. But the problem is you are not able to concentrate, right? And when you read a book, at the end of the day, you think, what did I do? And you feel sad because the whole day you have wasted. Nothing has gone into the brain. How does it go? Because you are thinking about Mirchi Bhaji and reading physics book. Isn't it? How many of you are confident that you will get 100% mark in all the examinations you are going to write? In +1, you are in +1 right now? Intermediate first year. In all the science subjects, you have physics, maths, chemistry. Will you get 100% in all of them? Sure, good. Give him a clap. Yeah, now I know why you don't get 100% mark. Because you don't even clap with the full spirit. Give him a clap, please. Stop. When I raise my hand, you clap. When I put it down, stop. Okay? Let me see how good you can clap. I will give you 20 marks for clapping. Even for clapping, you cannot get good marks. Please do it. And it's for your friend, not for me. Do it first. Not enough. Make it 100%. Good. Did you clap now better or in the beginning better? Did you improve over time? Why? practice. Just because I go on pushing you, requesting you, right? Otherwise you just did it without a mind, without a mood. You can perform well if you have a mind to do it. And even though you can do it, you will never do it. You could have done it in the beginning, right? But why you did not do? Even though you can do better, you will never do it. Somebody has to push you. Somebody has to plead you. That's why in the classroom teacher will say, please listen, please listen. Because the teacher knows that you are not listening. If the teacher is sure that you are listening, will the teacher ask you, please listen? They know you are not listening. Is it not? Therefore what happens? You don't keep your attention, you will not do anything sincerely, then you cannot get good marks. You cannot do a good clapping. You can, but what is that happening? You are not doing it. Use a practice. With the practice you can attain something. Without the practice also you can do many things. And many things are just practice. And if you have good practice, you will have more confidence. Do you know how to drive in the busy streets? How much confidence you have? Depends on whether you have driven earlier or not, right? If you have driven earlier, you will be able to drive. If you have not driven, you will not be. So practice makes perfect. And can you swim? Some people say yes, some people say no. I did not ask where to swim. I just asked you, I wanted you to swim in the sea. Can you? Those who say yes also will say no. Because you never practiced it. So skill, capability matters. The first quality to have good confidence is you should have good capability. Skill. And second, you should have a lot of practice. These two you will have, but people don't have a mind. You know how to drive, and the vehicle is also perfect, but some people have a lot of tension in it. Is it not? You can study well, the book is also available, your brain is working, no? Is there any problem? Are you sure your brain is working? Have you ever tested that? Okay, I will give a brain test now, okay? Please put your hands like this with a fingertip open. One single finger open. Okay? Yeah, now brain is working. I just shown something, so you started doing it. So it's working. If it's not working, will you do this? Okay, now let me check the real check. Do this. When I count 0 up to 10, when I reach 10, your finger should reach here and then touch. The tip should touch the tip. Okay? Nowhere else. Okay? Now I will start counting. At 10 only it should reach here. Don't reach it very fast. And don't keep it here. When I say 10, reach it here. Okay? I will count 1, 0. 0, 1, gradually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When I say 10, where is it? Keep it there. Don't move after that. Okay? 10. Just see where is it? What happened? Some people could touch that, okay? Because you are seeing it. I did not say you don't have to see. You could have seen, right now? But now some people, buddhi will work only if you see. Without the seeing, do you know where the fingertip reaches? Could you reach exactly to the place? Now start again. Close your eyes. Put your head down. Now do the same exercise. 0. Don't see. Up. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't move it. Just see where is it now. Okay, your buddhi is working only when you see. If you don't see, buddhi does not work. You see how good we are? Is it not? Why is it not touching? Because this fingertip doesn't know where the other fingertip is. Very bad. Is it not? Why is it not happening? just because you don't have practice. Close your eyes. Imagine that there is food on your table, and when I say 0, you pick up the food. At 10 exactly it should reach on your mouth. Let us see whether it reach or not. Okay? 0, 1, 2, close your eyes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly it reaches the mouth, no? Some people at 5 itself it is inside mouth. You are so confident, even though there is no electricity, your hand will take the food to your mouth. Why? Because you have practice. You know, same hand knows where the mouth is, but you just try at home, touching your finger in the nose tip, closing your eyes. You can't. Because you don't have the practice of touching the nose. Some people have the practice of touching the nose, they will exactly take it. Okay? So life, whatever you wanted to achieve, you should have practice. And keep practices which will give you a better benefit in your life. What is the better benefit you want? To become happy. That's what we want, right? No? Are you happy? Yes and no again. Why you are not happy for some time? What is the problem you have? The just question comes. Why you are not happy? What is the problem? What is the generally people will say? I am in a problem. Where are you? You are in a problem. So where are you? You are in a problem. When you are in a problem, can you see solution or do you see problem? When you are in a problem, you will see only problem. You will never see solution. So if you want solution for your problem, you should come out of your problem. Or if you want to get inside problem, whether you are bigger or problem is bigger, problem is bigger. In your life, is there any problem which is bigger than you? No. So whenever you have a problem, don't say you are in a problem. What do you say? Problem is in me. So where is the problem? Problem is in you. Where is the problem? Problem is in you. So when you have problem inside you, take one bucket of water, drink it, and then go to toilet, flush, come out and say, no problem. What do you say? What do you say? No problem. Okay? Whatever happens in life, is there a problem now? No problem. Do you drive motorbike? Few of you? You hit somebody? You hit somebody and say, no problem. Okay? He will hit you back, you say, no problem. Now do you have any problem? Are you full confident of driving now? Writing exam, do you have 100% confidence? What can happen maximum? Fail. Once you fail, what do you say? Because you can write it again. Is it not? Sometime in the examination you will have 10 questions and they will say write only 5. But what do? Write all the 10. Don't leave it. Because do you have to pay more money for writing more questions? No. Same money only you have to pay. But once you write, who has to read it? Your teachers have to read. So anyway, let them read more. Okay. So what do? All the time, write more. Don't worry about examination. If you fail, again you can write. Does it give you confidence? When you get tension in the bus stop, the bus missed, what do you say? Because once you get into a bus, you miss many buses. Once you get inside the bus, you miss many buses. Once you miss a bus, you get many buses. Which is good? So missing bus is good. So what do you say? So life becomes so easy. When you go back home, on the table there is a small glass. By mistake you have hit that and then the glass got broke. What do you say today? But mother did not attend the class. Therefore what she will start? She will say, don't you have eyes? She will start scolding you. But assume the mother hit the glass, then you know what the mother will say? Who kept the glass here? Is it not? All the time we get lot of blame from everybody. During Diwali what you do? 40 rupees padak, you will fire it and the cracker makes lot of sound. Sometimes no sound, it makes, but still you will feel happy, right? No? Once the glass breaks, what happens? Sound comes. So what you should do when the glass breaks? Be happy because it's making sound. It's only 6 rupees. Is it not? See your life slightly different. Take most of the difficult things in your life as so light. Don't get unnecessarily scared. You have a good buddhi and you have seen many people have equal buddhi also. If somebody is studying good, somebody is not studying just because you are not practicing. The more you practice, you will become better. If you don't practice, you will not be able to excel well. So what you should do? Practice maximum time. How much time you will read every day? Continuously? How many of you will read continuously 2 hours? Raise your hand. 2 hours full concentration? Yeah, put the hands down. Fine. Then why do you waste your time? 1 hour continuously, how many of you read continuously 1 hour? Those who read 2 hours will read 1 hour also, right? Okay. So you people don't read at all. How many hours you can read continuously? Half an hour. Do you see serials in the TV? You should see at least, okay? Have you seen after every 10 minutes a commercial break? Without seeing serial, how do you know that there is a commercial? Oh, you see only commercial break. You don't see the serial. Okay, good. You see only advertisements but not the serial. Good. In the serial you have got lot of commercial break. In your studies also you should have lot of commercial break. What do? Read only 20 minutes, not more than that. Read only 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, if there is a brother or sister, he came. If father is reading some book, snatch it. Okay. If mother is cooking something, taste it. Play for some time, 5 minutes and say time is over, commercial break is over, go back to chapter 2. You understood? You will get lot of concentration. Don't continuously sit on one place because the brain cannot work for more time continuously. You will become very tired. When you walk 300 kilometers, will you walk continuously? You don't walk 300 kilometers. Okay, 3 kilometers. You will walk some time and take rest, right? Similarly, study only for 20 minutes and then read. How many of you are confident whatever you read you will understand 100%? In the class, will you be able to get full concentration? You are following whatever the lecturer says? Why? No concentration. Pardon? What's the problem? Only one person raised hand and no commercial breaks, okay. That's why every class has got a maximum 1 hour. You have only 1 hour 40 minutes. And in which, in 1 hour, the teacher does not talk 1 hour continuously. They talk only half an hour because there is punctuation, full stop, something else happens in the middle. Okay? Knowingly only the interval is given after a class. And every class is maximum 1 hour, not more than that. The reason is there's a commercial break after that. Now, when you read, you are not able to get everything out inside you. And I said, it's only 20 minutes you can concentrate. And I said the classrooms are set only for 1 hour because people cannot concentrate for more than 1 hour or half an hour. But do you see movies? Is the movie 2.5 hours continuous? Without one interval also, if it is continuously going, do you have any problem? Is there anybody in the class who says, I have no concentration in movie and therefore you get out of the movie theatre? You have full concentration. You know how the dialogues delivery, lip movement, by lip movement, whole body movement is by heart. You have good concentration in the theatre, right? But in the classroom, the concentration is not there. Why? Because Amitabh Bachchan is not teaching, Shah Rukh Khan is not teaching, Sushmita Sen is not teaching. That's the problem. The reason is you have no expectation. You don't expect anything out of a class. When you are reading, you are not expecting anything out of that chapter. You tell me what is the chapter you are reading in physics now? Thermodynamics. Okay, my PhD is in fluid mechanics. Radiation is my subject. Okay. So when you read thermodynamics, do you read thermodynamics, all of you? Okay. How do you read? You read the chapter, start reading continuously. Don't do that. Read the title of the chapter. What is the title? Thermodynamics. Look at it and say, oh, thermodynamics. What do you say? Oh, thermodynamics. Then close the book and keep it aside. Is there any problem? No problem. Take one paper, take a pen, start writing whatever you know about thermodynamics. That's a problem. Right? Can you write one page? One paragraph? 3 sentences? Write as much as you know. That shows how confident you are about that topic before reading. And then you know only this much you know. Or you know this much I know. If you know more, it's good. If you don't know also, it is good. Okay? Now take the book, start reading. When you read, you will realize you are a fool. You don't know anything in thermodynamics. Is it not? If you did not evaluate before, while reading, you never realize you don't know anything about thermodynamics. Now if you don't know anything about thermodynamics, while reading, if you feel so, raise your hand. Take your hand up, lift your hands. Lift your hands, all of you, lift your hands. Take it on your head. You say, na karma. Okay? You read thermodynamics totally and you will realize, oh, now I know many things in thermodynamics. Don't you feel? Before reading you have to feel you don't know anything, and after reading you should feel that I know everything. Do you have to read the same chapter once again? It will become yours. It's so easy. And how do you know you have learned that perfectly? Don't wait for the examination. Take a paper, write whatever you have learned inside that subject. Maximum questions you collect from wherever you get, last year's, before last year's, as many question papers as you want, you collect it, take all the question paper, sit as if you are sitting in the examination hall. Don't read the question paper and say, oh, this answer is here. I know. That way every answer will be in the textbook. Okay, don't say that. Take the question paper as if you are sitting in the examination hall without any diversion of attention. Start writing every answer. If you do that, only once you have to read your chapter. And once you write many examinations like that, after every chapter you are going to read examination, read and then write examination. As soon as finish, you write it. After a week, you don't read it. Take the question paper, write again once more. After a month, you write it. In your whole life, you will never forget what you have learned. And during examination, you will have no problem. Easily you will be able to answer. There will be no tension. You will have full confidence in writing examination. Because you have practiced writing it many times. But how do you know what you have written is correct or wrong? You have many friends among with you, right? Every day, write answers and give it to your friend. Let the friend write answer and you get the answer sheet. So who are you? You are going to evaluate your friend's answering, and your friend will evaluate your answers. When you evaluate your friend's answer, you will learn much more. You will learn, oh, this is how I should answer. This is the way, a different way of answering subjects, and you will learn double. When you are evaluating, you are reading it again. Is it not? And you will also become wonderful, your friend also will become wonderful. So in life, you will become much better, and after reading each chapter, you will feel you have learned that subject perfectly. What does that mean? You have full confidence in that subject. Wherever you want, you will be able to talk about that. To whomever you want, you can give lectures on that. And after that, learning, you have mother, father, brother, sister, somebody at home. Go and teach them thermodynamics. Is there any problem? Because you are talking many other subjects unnecessarily, right? When you see a movie, when you come back home, you will tell your mother what the movie was. Is it not? Because you have interest in that. You should have interest in your subject. Then what you will do, by the time you learn your subject, your mother, father, everybody will learn physics, chemistry, mathematics. Is it not better? Try this at home. Try to practice this at home. Then you will feel you are great. When you feel great, what you should do? Take your hands. Don't worry. Take it back and say, well done. Nobody has to congratulate you. You should congratulate yourself and say, I have done that. Is there any problem in doing that? So life, every day learn little bit. If you practice learning like this, then don't leave a single moment unnecessarily in your life. You know, you will be much confident in taking up any activity, and your goal keeps on changing. Don't keep your goal. Today you must have written some goals. Read newspapers every day. Don't worry about whether the bridge collapsed, whether there is a bomb or not. It all doesn't matter to you. Read all the advertisements. Nobody must have told you to read advertisements, right now? But I am telling you, read advertisements, you will get a lot of general knowledge. Read all the appointment columns. You know, for this job, this much is the qualification required, this is the salary, this is the office to be contacted. You get lot of information. By the time you pass out to +1, +2, you will know if you do this course, this is going to be the job which I am getting. For this is the salary. These are the places where these offices are available. And you also try to read all the advertisement which comes from academic institutions. So you will know, for doing BTech, which college is the best. Last week there was an advertisement from Pune University on astronomy. You don't have to ask anybody to learn astronomy which department I should go. Every day you read newspaper, you will know this is the place where the best institute in astronomy in India. And Professor Narlekar is there, he is the best astrophysics man. You will learn lot of things by reading advertisements. Read lot of advertisements that gives you lot of goals in your life. When you read, you feel that I have to become this. When you read something else, you will feel I have to become that. It's better to enhance your spectrum where you will have to look for more and more jobs. And once you feel that you can apply for many jobs, now you are not applying for job, but you feel that you can apply for job. If I do this course, I can do this. All the time try to feel at higher level. Not after BTech you should search for job. Start searching for job now. So that you know when I pass BTech I can get this. Once you are doing BTech, you start searching what you can get after PhD. Always try to be higher. When a small boy of 6th class behaves like a 9th class boy, what do you say? He has become matured, he is a great person, wonderful like that, right? Now what do you should feel? You should feel you are all graduate students. You should feel you are postgraduate students. Don't you feel great? Act like a postgraduate student, act like a PG student, act like a university student, read like a a university student, then you will get a lot of confidence in reading the small subjects. Every subject becomes very small for you, and you should visualize what you are reading. You should visualize what you are reading. Visualization is very, very essential. If you don't visualize what you are reading, the reading becomes useless. Experience your reading. That's what is called experience. Because you want to have confidence, you should have experience, right? How do you experience your reading? How long you are reading chemistry? When did you heard the word called atom? 6th class. That means 5 years back. What is the size of an atom? 10 to the power of? What is 10 to the power of minus 9? This much? This much? This much? You tell me how much is that? Okay, I will ask a basic question. If I take out a hair, how many atoms can be put parallelly so that the thickness of the hair can be filled? Did you think about this anytime? Did you learn like this? In traditional India, we taught people like this, where you can visualize knowledge. That's why it is called Darshana Shastra. Philosophy is called Darshana Shastra, where you will visualize whatever you read. Janantaragate bhanau yat sushmam drishyate rajaha tasya trimshattamo bhagaha paramanu ritismrudaha. Anything you understood? Yeah, very good. I can say anything because you don't understand. Paramanu means atom. Janantaragate bhanu. Take a bucket of water, put a torchlight inside, you will see some particles moving inside the water, right? When a switch of light enters in dark room, you will see some particle moving. That particle is called Rajaha. Tasya trimshattamo bhagaha paramanu ritismrudaha. Divide that into 30 pieces, you will get one atom size. So you can imagine the size of an atom. If you put 30 atoms, you will get that small particle. If you put 100 atoms, you will get the thickness of a hair. So that is the thickness, that is the size of an atom. People should visualize. If you don't visualize, you will not be able to appreciate any science. You should experience. What is to be done? Science has to be experienced. You cannot experiment. Everything cannot be experimented. So what you should do? Experience. Who said this? Not Vivekananda. You know, there is a big, well-known chemist from Andhra Pradesh. Under his name there is a university close to Krishna river. Nagarjuna was a chemist, he was a fertilizer man, he was a health science man, and he says, Sakshat anubhavai drishto na kruto na gurudarshitaha lokana upakaraya edat sarvam pradarshidam. Whatever people can visualize, that is what is science. If you are going to learn science, you should have visualization power. Visualize things in front of you, then you will appreciate science. So whenever you read, don't just read. Try to imagine, visualize things in front of you. When you visualize, that subject becomes yours, and wherever you go, you will be able to present it well. When you study physics, maths, chemistry, don't think that you are going to study this for writing examination. You are going to use this throughout your life. With that sort of feeling when you read better. You will understand the subject better. Don't see that this physics, maths, chemistry is going to be end up. After the examination is over, you can forget about it. Don't do that. After the examination also, you cannot forget it. Because you will require it for your higher studies. Always try to imagine whatever you are reading is going to be useful for you for longer time. With that bhavana, when you read, your shraddha will become better and you will get a lot of confidence in your subject. Try to teach your friend. Try to teach your mother, father, brother, sister, whoever is around, all that what you learn, so that you will become confident in what you learn. So what is essentially required in confidence? Learn knowledge, practice it, experience it, and try to put it into practice by spreading that to many people. That's more essential. Okay? The confidence building can be looked at in many directions, but your subject is confidence building for success. And your success is your success in your present study. Your success is planning your life better. In your life, you should have a career graph. At this age 20, I will have this degree, this much knowledge. At 25, I will have this much degree. At this job I will reach. And after 30, I will reach into this level. This is the job which I am getting. You should have a career graph in your life. Keep on changing your goals. Don't set your goals now. Keep on changing your goals, look at avenues available, and then read all that, understand, and then evaluate yourself what you can do. Don't compare with somebody else and say I am a good student or I am a bad student. You should compare yourself and say you are a good student. Better than yesterday. Is it not? You have evaluated your role. Are you a 100% good son? No. What I can do to become good? What I can do to become better? What I can do to become a better student? In each goal, role and values, try to evaluate yourself so that you will know how confident you are in achieving your goal, how good you are in playing your role, and you will feel better and better every day. Okay, this is the message which I have to say. Now I've finished 52 minutes. I've got 8 minutes for asking questions and I will answer whatever I can. This forum is open for questions.